Today we will continue the list concepts, list data structure. We have stopped that list aliasing. Aliasing. List aliasing is like it is referring like same object. Uh, like if you take that one list is equals to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. If you make aliasing means like list 2 is equals to list 1. This is called a list aliasing. Give it is like I'm giving like a one alias name to the list one. Like both list one and list two are referring to the list one and list two are referring to the same object through this aliasing. Aliasing. Aliasing means referring to the same object. One another name. Aliasing means I'm giving to the another name to the same object. Like if you list one is a one object. It is a reference variable. It is referring to the one object called list object 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I'm giving another name like aliasing name to this one. This if you check this ID of L1 and ID of L2, it will give the same ID. If you write one program called sorry list aliasing, if you give nums nums is equals to 10, 20, 30, I'm giving three numbers. If I want to print this one nums and id of nums id of nums. If you try to execute this one, save and execute that one Python test.py. I got this nums like 10, 20, 30, and idea of this is 81696. I got this one. If I want to give that aliasing name to the nums, I'm giving that nums2 is equals to nums. I'm giving aliasing names. I want to print nums2 and idea of nums2. Idea of nums2. Semicolon is not mandatory. Can I remove also? Can we remove also? Python plus.py 10, 20, 30. That ID is 2490090541888. See once again I am printing that nums2 but referring to the same object only. Same ID we got that 905418888. Like it internally takes like one object one object is created with data like 10, 20, 10, 20, 30 data is created. If I assign like one reference variable L1 is assigned. L1 is I have assigned. But in that aliasing, this one, Control Z, aliasing, I make that L2 equals to L1. In this case, that L2 is also referring to the L1, like L1 object. Like that new variable L2 is created, it is also referring to the same object. So referring to the same object. If you take idea of this one, like something like uh, 696, 696 triple eight. It will gives that if you refer to idea of this one and idea of the idea of L1 and idea of L2, it will gives the same idea like 696 triple eight it will give. Internally, this process is going on. There is a one more problem I have to explain in the aliasing. Example, if you try to modify the one object in the aliasing, like elements in the aliasing 1 or aliasing 2, that object, that modification is reflected in this object, like in this main object. If you try to see that, try to see this one also. I'm printing first. I'm printing this one. Both I'm printing. Giving print nums of modifying. Try to modifying that to equals to 300. I'm giving or 999. I'm giving 999. I'm giving. I'm going to printing that reviewing this ID. I'm printing both. If you want to give message also, we can give nums. This one is a nums. This one is a nums 2. If you try to execute this one, I got this 999 in the both the nums and nums 2. Nums and nums 2. If you try to change one more, if you try to add that, we have discussed that, but small, for this purpose, I'm going add appending one element. Append like I'm adding that 666. Adding for this program purpose, nums or try to copy this one and paste here. See here. The dependent element is went to the both the object both the elements instead of nums to also you can give nums to also, but same output you will get. See guys, same output we will get. Copy this one and paste. That one more concept I'm going to explain it, list cloning. List cloning means aliasing also list one type of referring to that referring to the object, but here instead of aliasing, we are going to take the one more copy of that. Like we are going to create that one more object from that. If you have 10, 20, 30, there is an object like list like that one. But I'm going to create another one, another way. But the different IDs we will get generated through this copy, through this list cloning. List cloning we will done using that. If you try to do this one, I'm giving like this. I'm giving 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30. If you try to print the IDs also, there is we will get the different IDs. Print of ID of norms. print of id of nums2. See, we will get the different IDs. 0820544 242490 176. We got the different IDs. If you try to modify that elements also, sorry friends, if you try to modify the elements also, nums2 of 2 equals to 90000. If you print that nums and nums2, again I am making that nums2 or append of 888. I'm making printing that nums2. See, we got this. We are appending that only the nums one here, modifying the only that nums one. That modification only supported only for the nums. If I'm appending that nums two, like nums two dot append, did in that triplet we have appended only that nums two only. We got that triplet here. This is the uh, cloning. Cloning means creating that new copy, creation of new or fresh copy of the fresh copy of the fresh copy of the like fresh copy from the from the object, creation of a new or fresh copy from the object. Next one is list list comprehension. This one is the most asked question in that interviews. List comprehension. List comprehension means like we are going to the iterate the loops and storing that in the iterated loops in the list only. We will that the definition of the list comprehension is going to difficult for me, but syntax is we will I will I will give here list comprehension. There is a like variable anything takes that fruits list can take a variable name. Like definition, it is somewhat difficult for me to say that what is the list comprehension, but I will write the syntax here. Through that, you can form a definition. Syntax fruit, fruit for for fruit in fruits. This one is a one syntax. Another one syntax also there. This one is a list to. This one is a this is a one condition we are going to apply. That uh, fruit is present in the somewhat list I'm giving, like or string you can give. Fruit is present in the somewhat sequence. You can give sequence like some sequence. It is a sequence or list. You can take anything. This is the two syntax we are going to write. We will see here directly. List comprehension. We are going to write the fruits of apple, banana, oranges, grapes, kiwi, papaya, like any other mango, cherry, blackberry, this one I'm giving. There was an list comprehension is like fruits list. Fruit in for fruit in fruits. Fruit in fruits. I'm copying all the fruits here. If I try to print fruits list, I got the apple, banana, oranges, grapes, kiwi, papaya, and cherry and blackberry. I got this. The second syntax is fruit list two, fruit list two. I'm giving one condition like fruits only in apple, banana, oranges, oranges, berry. Only present in this four only. I'm going to form the list. Remaining, I'm ignoring. Apple, banana, I got. This one only I got. Oranges. That's good. Blackberry, instead of black. Okay, see, take this one also, no problem. Apple, banana, oranges. Berry, I did not. Berry not there, but blackberry is there here instead of. If you take instead of berry, take the cherry also. I got a apple, banana, oranges, cherry instead of that berry. Like this, we can give so much of this. We can use that fruits in. There was a condition called not only in condition fruits. A fruit dot starts with there was an we have already discussed with some functions in list we can give here starts with we can give like a we can give there was an b we can starts with b letter. This one a three. This one is a three. It's good. This one we got the banana and blackberry. We got this. If you take one more condition, I'm taking that ends with apple only. That e only e ends with only one thing. If you take instead of that E, if you take the A, so much of conditions. Banana. A is one thing, one word. Like another one is papaya is one fruit. Like this, we can apply any condition here. Example. This one is list common functions. Max function, min function, sum function, length function, and length function, sorted function, reverse, not reverse, sorted with object reference. So reverse equals to true. We will see one by one here, but we will use that nums numbers equals to 1,300, if 800, 350, 450, 550. If you take one by one, max of nums, I got the 1,000 is the maximum number. If you take min, min of nums, I got the 300 is the minimum of the numbers. If you take length is the six character. The list length it will give. Length of the it will give the list length, like how many elements are present in the list. This one is a one, like zero. It starts from two, one, two, three, four, five. Like this one is a six. Length is a six one, six. Next one is sorted of numbers. 300, 350, 450, 500, 800, 1,000 I got. If you give reverse, reverse is equals to true. It will form the reverse onwards. 1,000, 800, 500, 450, 350, 300. Like this, we can use this on of not a list comprehension, list common functions. Like list specific methods. Next one is first one method. First method is append method. It goes to this method goes to return the this method appends or appends or adds the data into the list object. Append method. If you take nums equals to after 200, 300. If I going to first I'm going to print the nums. And got that nums value 100, 200, 300 I got. If I try to add that nums dot append of 400, I'm going to add. I'm going to print that one also. Print of nums. After adding also print means we will got the new list. If you add that one, but that ID is not changed. That referring to the object is not changed. The same object only it is going to add that element. If you want me to, if you want me to show that same object or different object, use that ID function, ID of nums. We will get the same reference variable, like a same ID. See, 758592, 758592, like this. Remove this one. Append this one. We will try to append that some two or three more variables. Print. See here. List append takes exactly one argument given three arguments. Type error we got. List append method takes only one argument. Takes exactly one argument given three argument. We are given that three arguments, but it will takes only that one argument only. If you want to give the strings, we have already discussed that list is an homogeneous and both heterogeneous and homogeneous. We can give the strings also. Raju also we can give. We can give Boolean values also. Not true. This one is a takes the capital true. See, we got this line. Copy this one and paste it. Next one is extends method. That extends methods are also going to add the elements into the object, but instead of that extends method, we are using that append only that for one element, but using that extends method, we can add that n number of elements into that object. See here, if you take some fruits like apple, banana, oranges. I have given three fruits. I'm taking that new fruits like grapes, papaya, mango. I'm taking new fruits. If you try to want to extend, like add that elements into the fruits, I'm giving like new fruits. If you want to print the fruits before and after, before and after, we will get that extend or extends, not extends. This one is the extend. See, we got that. First one, first output is apple, apple, banana, oranges. Second output is apple, banana, oranges, and grapes, papaya, and mango also. Like this, we got. Next one is there was a one thing I'm going to explain here. Uh, like I commenting that one. If you want to add that one extends directly, no specifying any list or any sequence or any iterators. If I want to add that elements, like I'm going to add like a string, I'm going to add here grapes, like grapes, papaya, uh, mango. I'm taking, but see here, you will get that one output called here. See here, we have got the output like G R. After that one, after that oranges, we got like this G R A P E S. Like each, like here in the strings also one type of iterator or sequence only. Here it is adding like one element, like G is one element, like R is one object, P is one object, E is one object, like comma instead of comma also it will takes like comma here also comma one comma, like it takes comma also one element only considering here. Like this it is adding into this one. Instead of this one, I'm going to add, okay, leave this one and copy this one and comment this one. Instead of this one, I'm going to add like this. It is possible or not, we will see here. See here. List dot extension takes only one argument, but three was given. Here also we are getting that takes exactly one argument, but three was given. Same error is raising that. If you give instead of one argument, it will takes in the form of G is one element and R is one element. We will see here. Let's see, G is one element, R is one element, P is one element, E is one element. Instead of sequence, if you take the like number, uh, we will see first we see that number. But here, int object is not iterables. It will takes only that extents will only takes the iterable objects only. Iterable means sequence types. Sequence type means it will consider the tuple also, list also, like string also. Any type of object that is iterable. It will take the range also. We will see with one program with range of I'm taking by 10 to 20 instead of that one. See, we got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 got. See here, it will take. First, try to understand the errors. From that you can write the programs and logics easily, business logics easily. First, you try to understand the errors. Then you can understand the business logic easily. This one is a extends method. There was a one more method like copy method. Copy like it will looks like a same we have seen this copy, but it is a copy. We are going to take that uh, new fruits. New fruits is equals to fruits dot copy print of fruits print of new fruits. Taking that ID also here fruits new fruits. See here we are getting the different copy performs like a copying from the object, like it is taking that another it going to create that another object from that. If you take that like list, it will copy from the new list, like it separates from a new object. It will create the one ID, one and a separate ID also. Like here we are getting the different IDs also. If you try to perform the um, modifications like fruits dot append, if you try to add that element into the fruits, mango, I'm adding again, copy this one, and performing one more operation, new fruits and fruits dot extents of grapes. If you try to execute this one, that modification done only that if you take a mango only, I have added fruits, it is the modification is going on that only that fruits. And here I'm going with that new fruits, that modification only that going with the new fruits only, that modification only not reflecting on the another object like another list, another fruits. It is only that working on that which object reference we are going doing that modification, that object only it is reflecting. But in that list aliasing we have done, if you take that aliasing, that if you refer that one object to the another object, that will if you modify that one object, it will automatically take that another object also. If you try to print that another object, that modification is reflected in that another object also. Why? Because we are that the two reference variable is referring to the same object only. That's why if you take that any one object reference also, that it will like it will give the same output only. Next one is a remove method. Print of like not print fruits dot remove remove of any one element of that apple. I'm going to removing Print of fruits. It's going to remove this one. Instead of apple, I'm going to remove banana. It's going to remove banana. Next one is pop. Pop method. Takes the fruits only. Instead of fruits, I'm making this one is a new papaya, mango, fruit, new fruits, dot pop. See here. It is removing this last element. Pop is removing that last element, but remove is removing that if that element is present inside this, it is removing that element. But if it element is not present, we have to remove. If you remove that element like kiwi, I'm going to remove. It will raise that error called X is not present. This element is taking that X is not in that list. It will raise an error. If element is present, it will remove. Else, else, else raise an error. It will remove last element. It will remove last element. There was a one more, I think so. New fruits dot pop off. It takes one argument also. We can give like I'm giving the two. After two, I'm going to bring that new fruits. See here, this one also got this. See here. First one is with the remove method. This one is a pop method without any argument. Without any argument, I am specifying, but it is removing the last element. Here, I am specified the two. This one is a zero. This one is a one. This one is a two. Oranges is removed. Here, see here. Oranges is not there. There was a one thing I can see here. Removed element also we can see. I think so. Removed L. We print this one. Removed L. Here also we can see, I think so. First we can execute that one. We will see this one. We got that element. If you try to execute this one also, removed element 2. If you print that one also, removed element 2. Here. One small here. This one. I'm going to printing that it is returning that removed element also. Here oranges I am removing, that oranges element is removed. Here we will see this one is returning. It will return from the removed element. Next one is, I think there was an index. I think I try to forgot that. That And if you have forgot any method in that list, use the dir execute extends. Index also there. Remove, reverse, and start. Index method. It will give that index of the given element. If you take nums like 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, if you give that, if you want, it will returns like index of I'm giving that 20. It will returns the it will returns the index of given element or object. You will printing like one. If you try to give that one for nums index of 60, I'm giving like element is not present in that. In that case, we are getting that raise an exception, like raise an above. Called 60 is not present in the list. It will raise an error, will raise an error. Element is not present. Next one is insert. Insert method. Insert method. It is going to insert our elements into the list. If you take the nums like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. If you try to insert nums dot insert of I'm going to insert that 8 element in the place of 2. See here. Nums element first one is objecting. So it is an index. This one is a element. I'm going to insert. This one is a element. If you have any doubt, see here. Once hover the mouse on that insert operation in the Visual Studio Code, you will get that one some message like here. So first one is index supports index. Second one is underscore underscore object column int. We have given int means that was here get it is showing that int. If you give that list, first try to execute this one and print the nums. Here, see, we have given 2 here. In place of 2, it will giving the 8. But it will not replace this 30. 30 is moving towards that, away from that. After 30, 30 is going to the third place. If we print that one, 3, you will get the 30 is the answer. 30 also there. See here, 30 also here. 30 is moving. Print of, we are going to go with insert of 0. We can insert that first also. Insert of 0. I'm going to insert 5. Print of nums. See 5, 10, 20, 10, 20, 8, 30, 40, 50. We are going like this. We are getting like this. Insert operation. Next one is short method. I think replace also there. Short method. If you give like elements like 15, I'm giving elements like 50, 24, 48, 21. Like this, I'm giving elements. If you try to give the elements nums dot short, if you try to print that nums, it will giving the shorting that elements 15, 21, 24, 48, 50. It will giving. This one is not insert. This one is a short method. Copy, paste here. One more is reverse method. Instead of short, you can reverse. See here, it will not short that. It will only that reverse the elements. See here, I'm printing that first also, before also. See here, first elements are in that 15, 50, 24, 48, 21. After that reversing, I'm getting that reverse of this one. It will not shorting that, it will only reversing that. If you want that short and reverse also, nums dot short. After that, you can reverse that. See here, first I'm getting that. See, try to print nums. First, I'm going to getting that a short at that in that ascending order. If you reverse that one, I'm getting that reverse of that in the descending order. This one is a not short. This one is the reverse method. That's all, friends. We have seen that lot more methods in this. Uh, if you have any methods, you will try. You will try that methods in that try to install this Visual Studio and try to work with that methods. I have already shown that how to know the methods means dir of create one object or one sample object and print that dir of that object reference. Uh, it will you will get that all the elements like all the methods of the list you will get. Try to practice that on every method. That's all, friends. Thank you. If you like my explanation and content, please like and subscribe my channel.